Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It is time to get ready to go for the start of 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the Gran Turismo World Series for the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup is about to start up in Season 1 on Gran Turismo 7. Ever since we've been participating from the 2022 series from Season 1 and 2, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun out there that we just have some two special events like Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup and Porsche Esports Challenge USA. Turns out we'll have to join for the fun. But now it's about to be ready to go on due to my absence for having 3 events ever since from the 2022 World Finals in Monaco as a demo event. I know because it's cool because I might have to be well deserved to take a long break as I go on and be ready to be prepared for having a most funnest exhibition season of all time. So before that, for the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup, we'll have to start out to have 3 rounds. One of them in each championship event will be take place to have 2022 before the other 2 events will have to go carry out to be moved on in 2023. So it'll have to be start out on December 28th for the Manufacturers Cup. In the first round will have to take place to be at Deep Forest Raceway in the reverse direction for the Group 3 category. So let's have a good look for the event schedule. But here we have 3 racetrack will be part of it to have 2 Group 3 and 1 Group 4 to be scheduled on January 1st, 2023 will be at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta until proceed forward to be on January 11 will be at Autopolis International Racing Course for having a second part in the Group 3 category. So I hope this is going to be a lot of good celebration out there, folks. Break time is over. Now let's get ready to participate to have 10 race entry will be available at the time. Ever since to have some different changes to have a new time for only 2 championship events by starting out to have 10 o'clock a.m. towards 2100 hours, which is definitely might be known as 9 o'clock p.m. So I had to be ready, and let's have a good look to be on the info and regulation. 18 laps for the number of players up to 16 and rolling start to be as usual. 3 times of fuel and 4 times the tire wear. 2 types of tire compound will be required to be using for the soft and hard racing compound tires for the Group 3 category. But as always, to have wide body and nitrous will have to be set on prohibited. BOP/tuning forbidden will have to be setting up to be on mid speed to be specified. All kinds of different settings will be set up and good to go, so I hope I could probably have to spend some more time and do some more practice when racing on the reverse direction in Deep Forest Raceway. But especially to have turn 1 and 2 including turn 3 at the hairpin moves forward to have the straightaway will have to take much more slightly chance to be on the slipstream. So I had to be ready up, and I'm about to go for having a Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 will have to take a 5-minute qualifying time before we will get started out to begin. So be on the lookout for having some more strategy as we go enter with the BOP regulations will set up automatically. Do your best out there, folks. A whole new season awaits us as we have to be ready to join in session and prove ourselves what we have to do as a most worthy, fine racing competitive player in Gran Turismo 7. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for the start of the Manufacturers Cup. Let's begin. Alright folks, the stage is all set after having a 5-minute qualifier time, and let's go for having an 18 lap challenge around in Deep Forest Raceway by having today's temperature is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, it also turns out to becoming challenging because it'll have to be climb up and go harder to take turn 1 to turn 3 at the hairpin. We'll be doing more slightly faster and slight advantage as you may ever gonna have to take 2 required tires. Will have to be follow up and gonna have to be prepared for doing a mandatory requirement in about 20 seconds before we're about to start the race. Do your best out there, folks. It's about to go hard, challenging, and do the opposite direction, just like what you've been participating in the 2022 exhibition series ever since the beginning. So here we go, let's start it. Welcome everyone to the start of Season 1 in the 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup. Now let's go on to have some drivers and their Group 3 cars for every manufacturer brand. Here we have Big C in position number 1, AA99 Money in second place to represent Team Ford, Simon in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 in third place, Scooter in fourth place, Porsche 911 RSR, Street Sog arrives in position number 5, GTMX Jirakian has now arrived in position 6, and here's Diego Luna in position 7. F. Rosario has now entered to be on the grid. Here's Flyer Fanatic 1331 in 9th place. Here's myself in position 10 with Team Gr.3 in Sportec in the Chevy Corvette. GT Fox arrived in position 11. 12th place, G Sosa arrives in BMW. And here's TR Comforts arrived in 14th place. DC99 in position 15. Wide Body has now arrived in position 16. And that makes 15 drivers are now rearing up to go. All kinds of different liveries, including one My Little Pony fan livery design, turns out to have something else very interesting. Well, I can't say because all we can see is Moon Dancer, as you may ever seen in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept. But it matters not because it also to be very more specified that we have ourselves a brony to be joining session for today's competition. So let's find out and give it a try to see as we go enter to take 3 seconds before the green light begin. Let's do this, you guys. The start in the first season in the 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup kicks off and go faster to be in turn 1 and 2. Good luck and be careful on turn 3 at the hairpin. It's about to go rough and get serious to become more intense to have hard and soft racing compound tires will go endurance. So there you go. All the racers are now still in one piece after taking turn 3 is going to be very sharper and more difficult. There goes Diego Luna, drop down in position 9 with the My Little Pony livery design of Moon Dancer in the RX Vision GT3 concept. Going down to be entered in sector 2, there goes an ongoing contact from behind. Better be prepared, it's about to go risky and stay in the exact formation to be going forward to be on the elevation. Alright, there you go. Now go for the braking position and look out. Slow down, stay on the inside before entered in sector 3. That's the ticket. Team Sportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 is now doing great out there to stay on the line with a My Little Pony themed livery in position 9 driven by Diego Luna. However, because the final turn in the hairpin in Deep Forest Raceway will have to go straight away to take procedure on to lap number 2. But here we have Big C in 1 minute 30.966 seconds is now going faster to be on the average after the first lap to be starting out at the beginning. AA99 Money in third place in the Ford Mustang Group 3 is now currently to catch up to Simon in the Lamborghini Huracan, moves on in position 2. All the other racers are about to be brace itself and oh, there it goes. Looks like it's about to go massive collision to see how it turns out lighter or moderate to see how it calls out to be in it. No instant replay this time because going back to the old-fashioned roots is all about doing one gameplay without any circumstances to see how to instant replay without calling in to see it. Gonna have to keep going. And there it goes. Looks like 4 cars, including Corvette, dives in and proceed onto the right turn by the position. That's more like it. Team Sportec is now moving on in position 7. And there goes the Brony Racer. Diego Luna is slowing down. Take the outside, slow down recovery time before Team Sportec swoops in and proceed on to sector 3. Very good, excellent. Now 2 Porsches accompany F. Rosario and Scooter in position 4 and 5 until Team Sportec dives down to be entered to take the final turn at the end of lap number 2. But heads up, gonna have to be much more careful to be on the exercise caution with 2 Porsches 911 RSRs is in the way. That should probably do much more well. Press on to go entered in lap number 3. Exactly by the good maintained formation to see how 2 Porsches are about to gun right into each other and hold on, there goes the contact. Gonna have to keep a good lookout. And Scooter is about to take the inside to have a slow position. And oh, there goes. Looks like there goes. Looks like Rosario just gonna be slowed down to avert a spun out and get back in to be on the main recovery to catch up to its main rival, along with Team UDRS Insportec as well. Very good close call. Moving on into Sector 2 after having a serious hard time moment from Sector 1. Gonna have to dive right in. Keep it careful. Two Porsches are about to take the side-by-side to go right enter to each other. Elevation up. Going steeper to take some tight turns, and then two tunnels to go for having a shaded outside inside the forest. Alright, very good. Looks like two Porsches are staying on top of each other along with Team Insportec in the Chevy Corvette. And looks like that might be having a close call effort out there to see it. One Porsche just barely lose amount of grip, and Team Insportec stays on track to be in one piece to avoid a penalty. So very close, and I just gonna have to be much more sworn to avenge one of the Porsche racers by currently to be ongoing to be entered at the end of the third lap. Press on to be in lap number 4, folks. The race is about to get heated and get more serious for Team Insportec. Ever since from the very beginning in round 1 in the first season in the exhibition series as part of the 2022 series, or currently as a test season. But there it goes. Looks like the Brony racer Diego Luna is now overtake at turn 3 at the hairpin, passes through on Team Insportec, moves forward to be in position number 5 to catch up the Scooter in 4th place. It's UDRS, a My Little Pony livery, and a black Porsche 911 RSR will take the battle in 4th place. But here it comes. It'll have to be more tightly to be well careful to go exercise caution. After all, this race might get serious to see how competitive racer will dominate the reverse direction of Deep Forest Raceway, one of the 3 most best Gran Turismo racetracks of all time. Then we go on to be in Sector 3. The battle rages on between Porsche, Chevy, and Mazda are about to battle right in to stay on the main ropes, and then dive in to take the final turn in the hairpin before proceed on to lap number 5. This whole race might get much more serious to see how a Brony racer will have to be taking on with a Porsche racer, and a UDRS Insportec competitor will have to see how it goes. Going in on to lap number 5. Here goes nothing. Turn 1 clear. Now going slide to turn 2. Be careful on turn 3. Many incoming racers from behind will have to go advantage. There we go. Diego Luna moves on in position 4. That's how the magic of friendship is all about, to have a spirit of racing for Mazda to have a nice sound of the rotary engine. That's the ticket. Looks like a Brony racer press on to go entered, and looks like Scooter is going for having a take back round to be going in to have that perfect inside turn rather than go for doing the mid session to be aimed onto the outside. Outstanding run, and oh, there goes Diego Luna. Just took a single contact to be slowed down and dropped down to be exactly to be in a different position. I really hope it probably had to be much more careful when entered near towards the end of Sector 2. That makes Team Insportec moves forward to be in position number 5 to be catch up the Scooter in 4th place at the same position time. So here we have the update on the fastest lap time is Big C for only 1 minute 25.57 seconds is in the lead. He did a very good job out there to stay ongoing along with Simon in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 and AA99 Money in the Ford Mustang Group 3. But that's not all, because the battle's still gonna have to be more careful to see how Insportec will have to go adversary with Scooter in the Porsche 911 RSR with a different livery. Very good job, and keep up for having a good clean racing struggle. And the slipstream will have to go increase acceleration to have a trotted time by having a certain amount of gap distance to have 2 straightaways by currently in Sector 1 and 2. But heads up, Team Insportec has to be prepared for doing an emergency stopping position to slow down, get back onto the elevation to be on the main opponent. Perfect apex turn. Now go for the tunnel to be on the shaded inside and outside, and hold on, looks like Insportec just know the drill. Try not to hit Scooter, just give him some space, go for some short recovery time. Very good job, safe to be clear. Now on to the last minute by the update. Big C just barely took 1 minute, 24.725 seconds. Is incredible to be well dominant and masterful to be at Deep Forest. But looks like Scooter is about to be entered at the pits to be putting up the hard compound racing tires, as entered to be in lap number 7. Team UDRS Insportec moves on in 3rd position. Wow, that is so amazing. The fans are about to go for the cheer to see how Insportec can actually have to go for doing a bronze position when entered in the top 3 position. As it goes on for having a hard turn attempt in turn number 3 by the hairpin, many racers will have the opportunity to get forward, and mostly for Diego Luna in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept with Moon Dancer in it. But by the way, because it might be quite turns out to become magical and My Little Pony related to it to see how many GT players may be reacted to it. Well, of course it is, because every part of the content video might have a special guest appearance to have different kinds of fan art livery. After all, because I'm still a total drama artist, I'm always going to have to keep up for having a nice natural living to stay clean and find a good perfect line to go for the perfect path. So let's go. Get in there onto the final turn at the brake zone. The quality is about to go yellow. Gonna have to be more careful because the server will have to take some time and keep a good recording session to be in progress. And here's TR Complex enter the pits. That goes Diego Luna is now going in for the same as well. Street Sog has now currently to be entered in 4th place, followed by Flyer Bantic 1331 in 5th place. Brake zone coming in. Turn 3 will have to go right in. Street Sog is now going onto the scene in AMG Mercedes GT3 2016 is now go for the action to catch up to Team Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. First sector clear, now going in again on to sector 2. Come on, gonna have to keep well going, because in the meantime, Big C and Simon did a good outstanding ongoing defense by the struggle to be entered in 1st and 2nd place. Now for Team Insportec to represent Team Chevy, we'll have to stay on track a bit to have some different skills and abilities. We'll have to do some improved skill set to master in the reverse direction of Deep Forest Raceway. Off to sector 3 again. Now do some fine braking position to have the tire effect in the soft racing compound. We'll have to keep a good reminder notice to have stopping at lap number 10. Without any helpful tips, because it'll have to go improvise to see how it works properly ever since we've been participating in the first round in the exhibition series in the 2022/23 Gran Turismo World Series for the Manufacturers Cup. Will have to be scheduled, take place to be on every Wednesdays for only 3 rounds. Only for the Nations Cup to be scheduled to be on Saturdays, along with the next 3 rounds to do the same. But heads up, Street Sog and the AMG Mercedes are about to get sneaked right into Team Insportec, pushing away after clearing on turn 3 at the hairpin. 0.3 seconds behind and 23 seconds up ahead for Simon in position number 2. However, Insportec is still going to have to keep holding down the fort. We'll have to stay on track to be in the main grip. That's more like it. Drive smoothly and keep a good line. We'll have to stay on track a bit. Very good job. Smooth to be as a passive racer. Keep it well and brisk. And go back on to sector 3 to go for another round. This race will go smoothly as planned. especially for Team Insportec, could probably have to keep building up with some more defense when facing a stronger opponent is in the way. Now Street Stock in the Mercedes-AMG GT3 goes for the offense, and here comes lap number 10 to be stopping in for having one pit stop available until Team Insportec will be switched in from soft into hard racing compound tires. But there you go. Looks like Street Stock overtakes Team Insportec to have a moderation amount of grip, as goes on to have turn 3 will have to go back to be in the same spot. And here comes AA99 Money in the Ford Mustang Group 3, right on time and go for the action to take the advantage to face up against Mercedes-Benz and Chevrolet, because go further forward, that one might have to take one perfect chance to get back in to be in the third position in the meantime. Now continue on in the middle of Sector 2, Street Stock will have to be currently right in, while Team Chevy is now staying on in position 4. Especially for having Ford will have to take the advantage to sneak right in, as Insportec is going to have to be more careful to be on the exercise caution. Final sector, and Ford overtakes Team GT.WS to be entered in 4th position. Drop down in 5th place. Now, the soft racing compound tires will be called in at the pits. Just to be planned and right on schedule. Alright, very good. That should do just perfectly as planned. Now, let's go for the hard compound tires by the selection. 10 more laps down, 8 more to go. AA99 Money is now moving back to be in 3rd position, followed by Ford Driver is now currently to be on the number 4 spot. But it'll have to be much more recommended to have some short amount of refuel after having a practice ongoing strategy from Daytona International Speedway in the GT Cup Group 3 edition. So here comes Team GT.WS Insportec coming out onto the pits by doing a perfect entrance without having a penalty. And there goes F. Rosalio in the Porsche 911 RSR. Right at the bat, and Porsche takes 9th place while Insportec goes for the action. And there goes Big C, entered the pits by having a soft racing compound tires just to be updated before putting up onto the hard compound racing category to see how the difference is to have the mandatory requirement. But don't forget, avoid having a 1-minute penalty, otherwise it'll have to be dropped down to be on the bottom grid to be exactly onto 16th position if there might be some full party of racers to join in session. Now it's 14 racers left standing around in Deep Forest, ladies and gentlemen. The 2022/23 Exhibition Series in the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup is always about working hard and make your step to be moved forward on to 2023 series. So, I really hope this is going to be quite very amazing to see how competitive racers are going to be so likely to be amazed, especially for only one Brony racer in the Mazda RX-Vision GT3 concept with Moon Dancer in it. But it might be quite giving an excellent surprise to see how it feels. But it'll have to be sure to see how one livery will have to be more likely to come again at any time. So on to lap number 12. 10th place for Team GT.WS Insportec is still continues on for the chase at the Porsche in position 9, driven by F. Rosalio, is now currently to be entered onto the straightaway towards the end of the first sector. But here comes sector 2, so let's gonna have to keep a good check on the top 3 drivers. Big C is doing well, but it'll have to be more slightly to be quite doing well out there to see how the first place racer is still going well out there to take. Simon in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3, he'll have to do fine, but mostly for AA99 Money in the Ford Mustang Group 3 as well to see it. So here it comes. Looks like a next challenger is about to be stepping in to join the fight. It's GT-MX Girakian in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT3 is swooping in for doing a struggle battle in 10th place. Now Insportec gonna have to be prepared for doing one battle between Chevy and Aston Martin. However, because one car has currently to be entered in the pits, So gonna have to speed up quickly, and here is G Sosa switching up from hard into soft racing compound tires. Will be at the ready. And there it goes, coming out from the pits, going in to find the perfect line, dive right in to take turn 2 and carefully on turn 3. That's the ticket. Now moving on to take the straightaway again towards the end of the first sector as we go on for having a continuation in the 13th lap. 18 minutes, but almost to be stopping at 19 minutes since the start of the race in the first round. Gonna have to do it. Keep a good foot on the gas. Team Insportec works very hard since the beginning to be on the forward direction onto the same track, but this time reverse direction goes opposite. We'll have to go for the whole new perspective. Drives matter and hard professionally to see how 3 sectors all at once to have this most beautiful Gran Turismo race, legendary racetrack ever to be well challenging up to have some new skills we'll put to the test. But here it comes. Looks like GTMX Jirakian is about to take the middle side. That's where he's about to go offense to be on the overtake position. Be on the lookout for the radar because 4 more laps to go remaining by entering lap number 14. Is a 3-car approaching to be onslaught towards turn 2, and Aston Martin overtakes Team Insportec before going entered onto the hairpin at turn 3. But hold on, looks like we got company. It's GT Fox _ Julio M has now entered the scene. 12th place in the Porsche 911 RSR has entered to be on the main slipstream after Aston Martin overtakes Team Chevy to be currently to be dropped down onto position 11. But you'll have to be much more careful because 3 cars of contact. Turn 3 is the hard spot. We'll go for the hurt. So let's catch it up and go enter to have the most significantly few turn out there to have some slightly insignificant skills to see how it takes. Hopefully, UDRS Insportec will might have to come up with an idea if Aston Martin moves forward to stay on track in position 10. Come on, gonna have to go enter to be in the final turn section. Go for the clear, and Porsche overtakes Team Insportec at the inside. GT Fox _ Julia M has now moved forward to be in position 11 by moving forward in lap number 15. Come on, gonna have to keep going. Light brake, and go open space. There goes Porsche. It's about to have that tricky turn to go smoothly to see how it looks. So close, so very far, and almost really had that perfect strategy for Team Insportec. Luckily, because survival on turn 3 at the hairpin might be going safely to go extremely exercise caution to avoid having some incoming collision between up ahead and from behind. I really hope it does because the race is about to get a little bit tougher and get serious to see how Insportec will have to step up and go for doing a different A-game plan. So gonna have to take a good check onto the top 3 racers. 3 American Gran Turismo racers with different manufacturer brands are still currently to be moved forward onto the 16th lap for only 2 more laps to go during the first round in the exhibition series in the 2022/23 GT World Series Manufacturers Cup. However, because many opponents just finally did a job well done for having a mandatory requirement to be stopping for only 1 pit stop available. But at the time, the different tire compound between soft and hard compound tires is going to have to do some determination and well choice to see how it goes. But mostly, Insportec just really call it off and have this part of the main strategy will have to go by default between the hard or soft racing compound tires by the opposite. 52 seconds up ahead in the total amount of gap for every opponent, including Team Insportec to be stopped at position 12 is currently to be ongoing. But you'll have to take more pushes to see how many paces that will have to go over in and out after taking sector 2 to be currently to be on the entrance. But there it goes. Take that grip and keep it up onto the elevation to avoid a penalty by ignoring the track limit. Steadier as it goes. Oversteer handling to be on the FR layout, always meant to be to have some well embraced to see how the C7 Group 3 is a very good, best, strong ever Corvette to be well used in the Manufacturers Cup. But I wonder if there will be a Corvette CAR will be more likely to be coming to Gran Turismo 7 in a later update by the future. That should be going more likely to be classed as a Group 3 category. But it is definitely more powerful to be in the mid-engine layout better than driving the FR layout. But both Corvettes are also meant to be the same. But I really bet it does because many Corvette fans will be more likely to see how the Corvette CAR will be coming to Gran Turismo 7 in the later future until 2023. 17 lap, only one more to go because this race is about to just to be over yet soon, folks. The race will go rage on, and GT Box Julio M is slowing down while going advantage for Team Insportec to stay ongoing in position 12. The first sector clear, now going back again on to sector 2. Hold the brake zone to be very more extremely careful. Have a good line check. Step to apex is good. Elevation, go for the right turn handling as steadier might go. Almost there, folks. This will be the final race entry for today, and then Saturday for the Nations Cup we'll be going at Suzuka Circuit for having a Honda Civic Type R EK touring car for doing the first round just like Season 1 all over again from the 2022 series. So now, here comes the final showdown. Big C is about to be ready to take that lead and go proceed into the finish line to have himself for only one win for the first time ever to be in the first season. But hold on, looks like DC99 is in the pits. He's about to go and exit out. Come on, gonna have to go in, and there's Massa. 3-second penalty. Perfect. Looks like Insportec just finally caught a good visual look. I really hope it does. That should be more likely, and saved by the call for only one car to be coming out from the pits. Now it's position 11 and still ongoing, and we have ourselves a winner in the Manufacturers Cup, folks. It's Big C for the win. Big C took a huge successful hint by mastering the reverse direction of Deep Forest Raceway. Now that's a good competition, folks. Now that's a very good, outstanding competition. Big C for the win in round 1 in season 1 in the 2022/23 exhibition series of the Gran Turismo World Series. Way to go, Big C. The fans are really cheering up for you because you did an awesome run time out there. The countdown begins in about 50 seconds, so gonna have to hurry up because you'll have to be on the lookout for any racers who don't do any kinds of mandatory requirements, otherwise calling out to have a 1-minute penalty to be dropped down automatically by default before proceed on to the next grid. Simon has finished in 2nd place, AA99 Money have finished in 3rd place, everybody has made it on time, and looks like 2 of them has also to be having a 1-minute penalty for DC99 in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept with card number 55, Mazda Spirit Racing. So the 14th position moves on for wide body by default will have to be entered to stick it on to 13th place. Yep, looks like just like round 1 from the 2022 exhibition series to be as a test season, folks. It all comes back and different perspective to see how one racetrack and one Corvette will have to be more extremely practiced some more. Well, you know what it says, try harder next time. Try harder next time for every different manufacturer brands will have to go proceed forward to be on the same track mostly, if anything possible, to go for having a Group 3 race. That will be more likely, and so brilliant to see how Porsche just took the win and be successful for only a total time in 26 minutes 15.488 seconds. Good game, folks. Very good game, and that's how the replay will be part to be in the highlights. But I do believe you guys, because working hard and work your way to have your chance to get a clean race will go harder this time. Position 12 for Team InSportTech. That's how mastering the Deep Forest Raceway Reverse is all about. Test your skills and go as a true Gran Turismo racer. Alright, gonna have to go and collect some good earnings, and replay saved. What a brilliant top going battle in Deep Forest Raceway in the reverse direction to have a good late afternoon time, folks. The big win goes to Big C in the Porsche 911 RSR. Has absolutely did a job well done to go for having a mid-engine layout, along with Simon in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 2015. Also for AA99 Money in the Ford Mustang Group 3 did a good job out there to be in the bronze position. So I guess that I should probably have to give a good congratulations to Big C, Simon, and AA99 Money. You three did a good job out there for working together and speed up to have a separate distance to be all together and be the ongoing racer. We'll have to see how it turns out. Luckily, because it will be going harder, faster, and quicker to have turn number 1 through turn number 3 is extremely to have some main measures to avoid having some collision when you're entered in the hairpin on turn 3 in the reverse direction. So you see, that's how practice hard between the forward and reverse direction in Deep Forest Raceway here in Switzerland, Europe, because the track itself is a beautiful place to have some more practice for the Group 3 category as we go enter to have the first round will be at the end. Tonight's race in round 1 in the first season in the 2022/23 exhibition series in the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup at Deep Forest Raceway has come to an end before moving on in round 2 will be scheduled on January 4, 2023. Coming up, Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta for the Group 4 category is going to be the first one entered. We'll have to do some more practice, and trying out to have the full course layout is going to be so very amazing ever since from the November update. The first round to be highlighted to be marked as complete, and gonna have to do some other titles will be planned to be coming up soon. But round 3 will have to be waited later on, because every Wednesday for only 3 rounds we'll have to do to start out to have the first round in the Manufacturers Cup. I'm so very good for doing this part of the perfect season and 2 race events for only 1 championship event, especially to have Suzuka Circuit in the Nations Cup will have to be start out to be in the first round in the same season. We'll be using with a Honda Civic Type R EK touring car to have the perfect moment ever since we've been start out to be in the first season in round 1 of the 2022 series. Let's have a good look for only 1 event scheduled to be in the first season in the Nations Cup. Alright, so very good. Now we have round 2 for the Group B category to be at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia Rallycross layout. Is going to be so very amazing to be part of it. But I can't wait to see, because 1 race, 1 Rallycross all together to be continuation to have the schedule to be on January 7. But also to have Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta to be part in the 3rd round as the final race at the end of the first season. But I know which specified car is going to be look like. We'll have to find out and see, so gonna have to do 1 roulette ticket to go back to the GT garage. Feels great to be back here for doing another season, for having a brand new exhibition season, folks. But I can't bet it does, because it'll have to do more practice, more hard strategy, and do everything what we can to find a perfect line. So, on to the gifts. Let's start out to have a 4-star roulette ticket for only 1 a day, and then the rest of it we'll have to keep building up some more for only the rest of the time. Time to go for some GT credits. So far, so close. All I can get is 1 million GT credits, but 30,000 should be quite good enough to have a small earnings. Just like gambling, but different in GT7, we'll have to keep a good watchful eye to have one single chance of prize. Well, looks like gonna have to be ready to wrap this up, folks, because all that hard work, and be on the lookout for having some more upcoming content videos, because I have been doing all the hard work ever since from Season 2 in the 2022 series. But currently, because I still got everything to be highlighted to have a comment, just to be a reminder, and also to have a 25th anniversary event to be on a deadline in about 5 days left. So I had to keep it reminder because all that big excited moments comes in to have different opportunities for a whole new different kind of different moment. But also because it is going to be so very excited to have one limited time event is going to be the perfect place to be here until the day runs out. So I had to keep a promise. I'll have to be participate in the GT 25th anniversary event on the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup as you've seen from the 2022 World Finals in Monaco. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.